Hello, I'm Dirk Verburg from Dutch Aperture. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to do a mini review of the Olympus 14 to 150 mm 4.0 to 5.6 lens. This one here. I would like to show you 3 use cases. 2 for photography and 1 for video. The first use case is as an all-round lens for my weekly hikes. The second use case will surprise you, as it did me, and I will keep it a secret for now. So, why did I buy this lens? Well, the COVID-19 pandemic confined me and many others to a home office. As a result, I rediscovered nature and am now making a hike almost every week. Of course, that provides a splendid opportunity for photography and videography. And for this reason, you can see a lot of hiking videos on this channel. A couple of things are important for me when taking photo equipment with me on a hike. First of all, weather sealing. I also make hikes when it rains or snows, and I want to be able to take videos and pictures under these circumstances as well. The second thing that is important for me is weight. I also own a Nikon D750 full-frame camera with the 28 to 300 mm lens. The quality is fantastic, but the weight is prohibitive, almost 2.5 kilos. For those of you who are interested in this combination for hiking, I will put a link to a hiking video I made with this lens below. Finally, the zoom range is an important consideration for me. I love my Lumix S5 as my take anywhere camera. However, the standard zoom lens I have is a 20 to 60 mm one for that camera, which is quite limited in terms of range. The reason why I like lenses with a large zoom range is the versatility. Of course, I can take more lenses with me, and the advantage of the MFT system is that they are all very small and lightweight. However, when I hike, the circumstances are not always fantastic. So changing lenses when it is foggy, raining or snowing, or when my hands are just dirty from climbing, is not ideal. Additionally, I also almost always have my dog with me. So all in all, I consider changing lenses during my hikes always as a fuss. Anyway, back to the lens. A couple of months ago I had the opportunity to buy a used Olympus 14 to 150 mm lens with an OMD Mark I for around 350 francs, which is around $375. This one here. So, what kind of lens is the Olympus 14 to 150? Well, first of all, it is light. It's only 250 grams. It feels like it's made entirely out of plastic, which is probably the case, but it actually has a metal lens mount. The zoom, as I can show you here, is very smooth. The only downside from my perspective is the lack of a switch for manual focusing. If I try to take pictures through trees, for instance, that is a bit of a hassle. Small disadvantages of the lens are that at its widest the lens is a 28 mm equivalent. This is sometimes a bit cropped if I want to take a picture of a couple of houses in a city, for instance. The other small disadvantage is that I need to watch out for flaring, and more with this lens than other lenses that I have. So, on to the first use case. How does this lens perform on my hikes? In one word, fantastic. So, I will let you be the judge of that. Let's take a look at a couple of pictures that I took during my hikes. I hope you like them. The second use case was an unexpected one. In the church of our village we have a men group that meets around once a month for a dinner and discussion. The church asked me to take a couple of pictures of one of our gatherings for their website, and I brought my Olympus 70mm 1.8 with me. Great lens, by the way. For the heck, I also decided to try my Olympus 14-150 lens because I had it with me anyway. Especially given the low light conditions, I was very pessimistic about the results. However, when I saw the pictures afterwards, I was pleasantly surprised, and I hope you will be surprised as well. Finally, I also took some video pictures with this lens on my OMD5 Mark II just to see how the lens performed. I must say that I would not see this lens as my primary video one, but find the results very acceptable. And the drawbacks are more associated with the limitations of the camera body, especially the autofocus limitations, than the lens. However, again, I will let you be the judge of that. So, and this was with single autofocus. Let's try to do it how it works with continuous autofocus. So, do I like this lens and would I recommend it? The answer is yes. If you are in the market for a Micro Four Thirds steady lens and do not want to spend much more money, for instance on the Olympus 12-200mm 3.5 to 6.3, which is around $900, or want to spend $1,200 for the Olympus ED 12-100mm f4 Pro, this lens is probably a great buy. On the other hand, if you're a Panasonic Micro Four Thirds user, the Panasonic Lumix G Vario 14-140mm 3.5 to 5.6 with Power OIS is probably the better choice, especially because you can then benefit from the stabilization in the lens as well as the in-body stabilization which a number of Panasonic bodies offer. Finally, there's also the third-party alternative in the form of the Tamron 14-150mm 3.5 to 5.8 lens. What I would recommend to you, that if you're looking for any of these lenses from Olympus or Panasonic, my advice would be to check them on eBay or any other second-hand marketplace. The reason is that a number of these lenses have been sold at the time as part of a kit and can often be bought around $100 to $200 US. I hope you found this review helpful. Please feel free to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Happy shooting and looking forward to seeing you back again soon.